I'm rolling. Woo! Of course. Yep. Everything looks good on my end. So yours is not good. Uh-oh.
Oh, mine's not good. Fixed it. Fixed it. We're good.
Yep.
Good.
Everything looks good. Technical difficulties, and it wasn't me this time. Yours is not.
Yep, it's good. We're good. It's fine.
Game on.
Fine.
Game on.
On my Stream Deck, I had it like programmed to start like my intro, and then go to like my normal setup. So it went there, and I was like, "Oh, there's nothing there. No, go back." I was like, "Everything's on DCA. Oh no!" So I had to get all that set back up. So what's up, guys? I'll put some headphones on so I can hear him. He's pretty loud, and I have him pretty close. But yeah, I moved my microphone, or my headset cord is only like yay long, so I had to like move my one speaker like really close. So yeah, what's up, guys? As we get everybody trying to roll up in here. What's up, Grits? He says, "There you are." Yeah, sorry, buddy. I had a little. The buttons went to the wrong screen, and I was like, gotta fix that. So yeah, life of getting used to the Stream Deck, I guess. I'm still not quite used to it.
Yeah. Stream Deck life, man. You know, first world problems.
Yeah, first world problems. So yeah, it's interesting, that's for sure. Getting all that situated and learning that. And of course, I'm not using an Elgato, so I can't just like use like run-of-the-mill tutorials and stuff because I'm not using an Elgato like Mr. Fancy Pants over there. So yeah, not hating on your Elgato, but you know, it's whatever.
Yeah, you're just jealous because I got this really cool Bitcoin background. I know.
I mean, sure, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I'm not dropping any frames. My stream's good to go. Hopefully everybody can hear me out there on my stream, and everything's good, loud, clear, and crisp. Please let me know everywhere elsewise.
And we got the Deadwood here, sitting here working on a car as he's listening to us. Yo.
He's ain't no party like a crypto party. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. That is very true. No party like a crypto party. So yeah, welcome everybody to a rebuild of sorts. Ow, I just hit my foot on the door. There we go. So here we go, guys. This is the
Screamer.
Yeah, the Sanyo Screamer, as I was calling it the other day on Seth's channel. It fits so perfectly because it's so loud. Unbearably loud. Just like that, we're actually not just because of noise. We're gonna switch. I'm switching quite a few things over. I'm gonna switch out the power supply. I'm gonna yank that out. Gonna yank the motherboard out. Replace both of those with newer, better ones. Something that's a little bit more capable.
We got some upgrades going on, yo!
Good. It says can hear you. It said can't hear you. I was like, what? Okay, it says can. So, yeah. Plus, I don't know if y'all can see, there is a fan header right here. Right here. Fan header right here. There's a 3-pin fan header, and I was actually running the Sanyo blower off of a Noctua like extension cable. So rated really good. Didn't go cheap Chinese because I know that these blowers take quite a bit. So had it plugged into the blower, and the blower stopped working. Tested the port with different fans, and nothing works. Even removed the splitter or the extension cable, still wasn't working. So yeah.
The Sanyo Screamer strikes again.
Yeah, man, it was like, I'm gonna kill it.
Yum yum.
So anyway, regardless, I'm gonna switch the boards out anyway, because this board only had one like fan port to begin with, and I was like, I need stuff for a lot more than that now.
Yeah,
You know
Tech
what I
Man's
mean?
like, blower pulled too much power from the Mobo.
Yeah,
no,
I guess
he's
so.
Questioning that. No, I'm sorry, that was a question.
Yeah,
Yes.
the blower pulls, what was it, 12 volts straight out. I think they were saying it pulls quite a bit of power. It was around 100 watts, if I'm not mistaken. The last time I looked it up. He says you could probably replace an yeah. Gloves and mask. Nope. No gloves and mask. Oh, I'm on my phone about to walk into Walmart. Oh yeah. Gloves and mask, dude. Please. Please, please. Place is ridiculous. I had to go the other day. It's like the first time I'd been in like months. And I was wearing, you know, mask and all. And I walk in and there was like no one wearing masks. And it rather scared me. I was like, why is no one wearing any masks? That concerned me. Oop, smack that. Oop. Okay, that one was kind of sitting there. I had to like put a long bolt down this way so that way the GPU wouldn't move, because the I/O port for the HDMI is so far up this bar blocks it. So I was like, that's kind of like not cool. Like, what if
And you
want to
can't,
like put
and you can't plug it into the motherboard?
No, not with, well, maybe. I mean, not with this one, definitely not. With the new one, I possibly could. I could run straight motherboard and maybe skip the GPU altogether, or would I store in the, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll see. It's all this GPU is really good for anyway. This is the CoinMine GPU. So it's really, it's good for absolutely nothing other than pulling video to this tiny screen over here. That's all it's good for. Literally. Doesn't mine worth crap. Can't overclock it worth crap. Can't undervolt it at all. Can't BIOS mod it. It's hardware locked. Like, the list goes on. It oozes red goo. Which, that one I was very interested about. So yeah, I'm not really sure where to begin. I think we're going to start with the water block in the VCU. Probably the best
Man's
spot
like, if a part can't stop, if a mess can't stop a part, it won't stop a virus.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I said the same thing. So these are the awesome things I was talking about the other day. These is from EVGA, and it's just a 2 6-pin to 1 8-pin. So it just helps take the load off of a single pin. It's cool for helps distribute the load a little bit better on the VCU. Not necessary, but yeah. So I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start water blocking the VCU. Is probably the best thing to do. Yeah, because I haven't done that yet. Because I just turned this thing off a little bit ago. So it's fresh out of the mine, guys.
Hot potato, hot potato.
No, I let it sit for like at least 30 minutes before it was sitting for a good 30 minutes or so before I actually like got into it. While I was setting everything up. So, alright. Here's that. So let's set this down.
So for the people that don't know, that front cable you took off of the VCU, what was that for?
So this is just a regular micro USB. It goes. I gotta try to reach it now. Uh-oh, knocking things down. Where is it? Right there. There is a micro USB port right there. That's actually how you program some bit streams. Some bit streams can go straight over USB. Some go over PCIe. It just kind of depends on the developer and what they choose to, how they choose to implement it. Should we take that out for now? So yeah, next JTAG, which is what I use right now, goes through USB. So that has to be plugged in order for it to communicate. Yeah. Red Panda says, "Nim, nice shirt." Oh, I forgot to do the panda dance because I was busy doing stuff.
Oh, I didn't even notice he was there.
He's been he's been here for such a long time, and I just thought about it just now.
Panda.
I don't know if I can. Panda. 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 It's a lot more different when you're standing up.
Right.
I have all the reach. Like, I got all the reaches. So yeah, I think that's what we'll start with on that.
He was waiting here for 3 hours. Nice.
Dude, he has been. He was waiting for quite some time.
So you're the person that I saw earlier waiting. Awesome.
Yes. Sorry, y'all. I'm like right by the microphone. I apologize.
Oh, you're not loud. You're never loud.
Well, like the case is like right underneath it, and I was moving it, and I was like, oh, I hope it's not like too loud. So, anyway, now that the case is in the way, I'm gonna switch my camera back. So, move this power supply out of the way. Which, going with this bad boy, this is what one of the upgrades is, of course, the light. Thermaltake, 1200 watt, gold rated power supply. So we're gonna slap on this bad boy. So that way I can power, it's more or less, I can power what I have now with the power supply that's in it. But what I'm doing is future proofing myself. So that way I can add more BCUs later, and all that good stuff. So, I'm gonna move this out of my way. Which, here's the motherboard that we're going to go with now, guys. So you know, I got to get all this out of the way in order to get to the water block, so you get to see all of it. Might as well go ahead and slot this in while I'm standing here. DRAM A1, so... Okay. Yep, so we're going with that one. We're going with the AMD, what was it, the FX FD 8150. So the 8 core, but I guess really 6 core. I guess I don't know how all that worked out. What I found really cool is that I've never had a motherboard with a start and stop button on the motherboard. That's really cool. Just saying. That's a first for me. I've never had a motherboard with one of those on it. I always have to have the little buttons.
Mine has a bunch. Yeah, I've got buttons up on my
I got
motherboard.
buttons on buttons.
Right? AMD is good about making sure that they've got buttons.
Really? I mean, my Asus motherboard doesn't.
Yeah, mine's got an on off. I've got an on off.
What motherboard are you running in your main PC?
My main PC, I've got the Asus ROG Strix. It's the E399X motherboard. So it's the gaming edition. I've got on off, and then on the back of the motherboard, I've also got a BIOS reset button on it. And then I can also, off of a USB, hold down that same button, put a USB with updated BIOS on there, and just flash right from USB.
Huh. Nice.
AMD is always kind of, you know, they've always tried to make their stuff a little bit
don't want to put the
cheaper.
BCU on the towel, personally. That's my personal opinion. So, cardboard for life. So yeah, sorry, you can keep talking. I'm talking to myself as I'm getting stuff together.
Oh, no problem, man. I'm letting you're the builder right now, man.
It's not very often I do this.
Right. It's usually my wheelhouse, but you know.
Yeah, so like I'm like 100% out of my element, like right here, right now. I have never water blocked anything ever. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun ride. I got some Thermal Grizzly -8 pads to replace those because they look like trash. Personally, at least most of them do. So yeah, a lot of those look like trash. I gotta clean up the thermal paste on this still, because I saved all that for just to show y'all. So I made this extremely long, I guess.
So is that the stock paste on that thing?
What?
No, that can't be. How did he smash that thermal paste just so perfectly like that?
Oh, on the block?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he spread it.
Wow. I mean, that's like a perfect application.
I mean, when you spread it, I mean, you get a pretty good application.
Yeah.
And we got some Trusty Max 4 over here as well. Ooh, we got that. We got that on lock. I see stuff, people talking about FPGAs. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to pay attention to chats, but I'm not.
Right. It's like I'm trying to pay, just
that's
kind
usually that's usually my wheelhouse, and then
I'm like looking at this too, going, okay. I'm looking at that water block, going, that's kind of nice. Crypto mining lifer, awesome. You have got your notification that it is shipped out. Rock on.
Nice. Alright, so we got over here Red Panda. There's always the new Jungle Cat FPGAs. Ever saw about FPGAs? Can you scroll up through that chat and see what's going on with them there?
Yeah, that's what I was actually like kind of doing right now, so this. So and yeah, it's like, yeah, the Jungle Cats are a pretty good penny. But the BCU 1525s right now, you should be able to find some sales, some good deals.
Yeah, no more than $800.
Right.
Especially right now. I mean, granted, Squirrel just released a crap ton of bit streams.
Oh my god, man.
The other day on the FPGA Discord, a lot of bit streams. Some for the older Jungle Cats, for the BCUs, for the Forest Cats, lots of stuff. I think it was Teller, Kakak, Odecrypt, I think Handshake.
There's a bunch of them. It was like, wow.
There was a whole bunch of them. This guy's selling from Italy. Yeah, that guy. Like starts with the P.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy. I've talked to that guy before. He's cool. He's a cool guy. I had questions and I had questions and I didn't buy anything and he answered them. So that's always nice because you don't get that very much in the FPGA community.
One thing I have noticed with the if you know what you're doing, and you fire off a question that, okay, this would be a stumbling block, and you ask it kind of just a straightforward question and stop, you know, not know like how do I get going kind of question, but it's somewhere where you know there I find that you can actually get a couple of answers that are enough to be able
Hey,
to
thanks,
get you
Kevin.
unstuck.
trying to keep it spicy. Keep this on here.
And hello, Sonia.
Hey, what's up, Sonia? How you doing, buddy?
And Kevin, yo.
What's up,
Oh, the
Stone?
Peter
How
Stone
you doing,
in
buddy?
his house. Yo, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up? I feel like I'm like really behind. If I was building a better frame, I'd be really behind right now. So this will be my first time actually seeing this chip on this PCU since I've gotten it. So that'll be nice. Hopefully everybody can hear me.
Yeah.
Move that a little bit closer. So I'm just gonna go with all of them.
Dude, Kevin Hall, thank you for at least popping in and smashing that Lizzie like button.
For sure. Alright, so I'm gonna take all those off. Because these are no longer needed, for me anyway. I don't know if you were able to reuse all of your stuff.
A lot of it I was able to reuse. It looked like the one that I had was like all stock.
Nice. So all these are stock or whatever, but I know with the backplate that I'm
mine
running,
had the original the original cooler still on it.
Right.
So
I mean, these are stock screws. The little silver screws with washers.
right.
I don't know if that's what yours looked like. So I'm still running stock backplate currently with the blower.
I had screws that just had a spring on them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Like all the screws.
Yeah, all of them. I think except for the ones that held the cover on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the backplate.
No, I'm talking the front cover. The screws went through the PCB.
Yeah, like
cover.
your main four are tension.
Yeah,
screws.
they were all tension screws except for the ones that held the actual front cover on.
Yeah, good night, Kevin. He says have a good stream. He's going to bed. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Have a good. Thank you, buddy. We will have fun. Of course, smash the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that great stuff because Bitcoin's awesome and I have a cool sound for people on my stream, but no one on DCA can hear it, sadly.
Buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost, and hodl it, people.
Well, you see, we get it. We only get that. We get that bombed on ours, though. So, I mean, it's cooler on our side, you know.
Right. So here's the old backplate. So everybody can see this. I'll move that out of the way. Here's old backplate, or stock backplate. Sorry. Stock backplate. So what's that? Hey man, no. That.
Of course, I hit the wrong one.
Uh-oh. I see you messing things up.
Oh yeah, I was like, which one do I have to hit to get you to go full screen?
Oh yeah, it's alright. Oh, hey, there you go. That's cool. That's cool. There's that. So you got the first gen, or stock backplate for the VCU right there. This is the stock toll backplate. Right here. What I'm going with is the version 2 backplate from Toll. Gotta use their screws. So here is the version 2 backplate. So a lot of differences in all three of those. You know, I don't know if you can see all three now.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see everyone, but the original one. There you go.
There you go. So yeah, they're all three different, and they all three do completely different things. Because what we were running into with even running this version 2 on the stock with the blower was you have to still get a lot of airflow down this fin stack, as well as the extended heat sinks.
Okay, so my question's gonna be is how are you gonna overcome? How is this going to overcome that?
Because I'm water blocking it. That was the problem. Is I couldn't get air. I couldn't get enough air down there.
Right.
Mainly because the blower was in the way.
Yeah, and I have my suspicions that
if it'll still
be an issue of needing airflow to go yanking down there.
Right.
I think you're going to have a heating issue still.
I've heard the opposite. So I don't know. That's kind of why I've been really interested to test all this, to figure out everything. So where's my screwdriver?
You're hilarious, Disco Biscuits.
Where's he at?
He's like, electric for me equals no underpants and no profit.
Oh yeah. What's up,
That's
buddy? 1660. Starting here, I wanted to water cool my MSI 1660 to my the best bang for it. Man, I got the same GPU, the MSI 1660 Ti Gaming X. I mean, I don't have any issues with that card, like ever coming anywhere near like thermal capabilities.
right. Yeah. Even with my 16, I got the Asus ROG Strix 1660 Ti,
Right.
and yeah, I've never really had any issues, and I've hammered on that thing.
I mean, if you already have like an existing loop and you want to do it, do it.
It's not really necessary.
No,
though.
not necessary. But if you're like in a PC and you want to do it,
If you're doing like if you're building Project Overkill, yes.
Now, when I was talking to Toll, they told me that I need to remove these washers. So, and then I seen someone the other day talking about it on the FPGA.
Yeah, Disco Biscuits. It's not that I was laughing at that. No, it's just how you wrote it out. It just like struck me. I was like, oh, that's funny. Just the way you said it.
So I'm not so sure about that. Because pulling all these off, they say you pull them off because of it comes in contact with these better. What's your hardware thoughts on that?
I mean, it's like how much of a thickness is that washer you just pulled off?
0.03. According to stock specs, and there's two of them. There's one on the other side too, and you can tell the other ones on the other side have been like compressed to like crap.
Well, I mean, some of that's also like it helps with the spaces.
So yeah, so I'm like,
I mean, it's like using
I
a
don't know.
shim.
Even on Toll's website, they say that you should take them off.
Huh.
Yeah, and even Toll said it, and people in the FPGA thing said it. So, what's up, Ref Cooper? He says, am I late? Nope, not really.
I mean, I didn't even do that.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do it.
The test.
Who needs sleep tonight,
Right? I mean, that could make the difference on, you know,
On what?
on like the pads making complete contact. Like whenever you tighten down everything, it should kind of compress down the pads just a little bit.
Oh yeah, you see it on the pad.
I mean, already.
From the last time that I did it, yeah. It's like shining off of it. That's so shiny.
Oh yeah.
You see the, there you go.
Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, that's already good. I mean, that's good contact right there.
Yeah. I don't know. They said that it's just something about it has to like connect to the PCB itself. I don't know. They're so hard to get off.
That might be the reason why sometimes people say that they crack the die too.
Ah, there he goes.
You know, especially if your water block wasn't milled perfect that day.
Which Toll says is the problem with the Dymastech blocks. That's what Toll says about the Dymastech blocks, is that they're not milled perfectly. Cannot get my fingernails underneath it. It's like the worst.
And yo, what's up, Ralph Cooper?
Stronger for like 5 minutes, and then I try one different side and it comes off. Go figure. Come on. Is the I/O plate connected to this? No. I/O plate gotta come off? No? Yes, no?
And dig deep,
yeah,
yes,
okay.
we are mining with the BCU 1525.
Have to come out. Very confused with how it's still stuck there.
And remember how that backplate goes on.
Huh?
The rear I/O.
Yeah.
Make sure you're putting that back on too. Remember how that goes on, because you're gonna have to do that too. Once you separate everything, the back plate comes off.
You gotta take out these two screws too here, I guess.
Oh.
Oh shoot. I didn't even see this bad boys till I flipped it. Snap goes PCB. What's up, Not Your Normal Miner? How you doing, buddy? He goes, they could put a few more screws in there.
Oh my God, that is such an understatement. I mean, that thing is just riddled with screws.
There's tons of screws.
Oh God, it was painful doing that.
This would take up like the whole stream of just doing this.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. That whole back plate there. Make sure you got to put that back with the new cooler.
That came apart really easy.
Mm-hmm. It should.
Oh, look at that.
Why does that look like it's clean?
That is just terrible.
Why does that look clean?
Yeah, you don't even want... Yeah, look at that, dude.
Oh my God.
It's a good thing that I pay attention and I run things at low temperatures because I notice things like this. You can see it too.
Oh no. Wipe that. See if it's like pitted or anything.
It looks like it. I don't know. Fuck. I'll say it. That's worth the 25 cents. It's worth like $5. Good.
That's why we should always open it up.
Whoever did this is like the worst. Anyway, so yeah.
How is the spread on the cooler? Because I can tell that's like not.
Hold on. I hope that's not bad for everybody. I'm removing my headphones. Alright, continue talking.
So how does the cooler itself, the spread on the cooler look?
The spread on the cooler?
Yeah.
I mean, not like fantastic.
What the hell? That's why it was getting hot. It was clean on the chip, so that thing almost had. That guy pulled it apart and slapped it back together.
All the paste is like around the side. Not even
It does. Yeah, that's from the last time it got smashed. Wow. Man, you should have opened that up before you started running it.
Well, we'll wait for that. So.
Hey, if you want a nice, easy way to do that,
I need a card.
do you have a junky business card?
Nope.
Oh.
I got sticky note.
Yeah. Something that's not going to do a lot of. It won't do any harm, but you can fold it a little bit and use that to kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go over there. Not what I want.
Is it chunking?
No. Yeah, it's post notes. Doo-doo. Oh man, that just like irked my nerve.
Oh yeah.
I want to like clean it, but I don't know the best way to go about this right now.
Like rubbing alcohol.
I got rubbing alcohol.
But I've done. I usually do like a cardboard business card, and just wipe it right in there.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Crypto mining wiper. Oh my god, he's like brake cleaning a wire brush.
I'm not working on like I'm not working on a manifold, man.
Right. I'm working on a caliper, sure.
That's good stuff, man.
The Gundy's going. It just dropped. Yeah, that's quarter.
Yeah.
like, everybody's watching you, Mykel. Don't F it up.
Yeah. Definitely won't do that. I just gotta fix whatever happened here. My goodness.
It's nasty.
Is that what? There's the thermal paste.
Huh?
Very confused. Thermal paste on a PCB.
Uh-huh.
Like way underneath the die.
I wouldn't worry about it.
No, I meant like way underneath, like from behind the beam RAM, man. Like it was like
funny.
hard and like stuck to the PCB. Like what is that? Anyway, guys.
Yeah, crypto mining lifer with FPGAs, you got to be a little. It's not a GPU. You can't get at it with like an old toothbrush.
You shouldn't do that on a GPU either.
I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah.
That's just me.
You see, the tool that I recommend is an old junky cardboard business card to actually get in there, because it's such a small little line. You're able to control what you're doing, and it won't damage anything.
Yeah.
This is something that I've actually learned from people who do like refurb stuff.
It's just the green board showing the Family Mine logo. Yeah. Oh. No, probably not anymore. It's probably an old.
Your tablecloth does too.
Oh.
It reacts every so often.
I tried to go with like a blue cloth, and I probably shouldn't have, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go like the DCA blue, and then for the towel, and then I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that. Should have like smashed up in there.
And crypto mining lifer, you are right. He's like, I know the nylon can also carry a static charge. That is true. Yeah, it's like Q-tips, and then whenever I'm wanting to like do that final little wipe on there, I usually use a microfiber cloth to do the final wipe down on everything.
So I hope everybody else's day is going better than mine is about to. Or going better than mine has been so far. That's crazy. It's disintegrated.
Oh, a disintegrated thermal pad. It got a little sweaty in there one day. But the coverage on that die is unacceptable.
For sure. Now I'm like mad at myself because I should have done it when I got it. For the sake of content, it could have costed me a BCU. But luckily I watched stuff like that very closely. So I was able to see like the thermal changing, and when I was having issues with thermals, that was like the first thing I should have done, was just go ahead and take off the top and see what was going on. But I really wanted to save it for this moment, because I knew this was eventually going to have to happen. The moment that I first turned on the BCU with the Sanyo on it, I was like, we're going to have to water block this.
Oh yeah. you have learned valuable lesson, young grasshopper. Always check that stuff.
I should have. I usually do, and I didn't this time because I really wanted to save it for this.
All the GPUs that I've gotten new, I've ripped them up. I didn't rip those ones apart. Every one of them that got used, I ripped them apart day one. That's why I was able to do so many different videos of me doing that.
Right.
And I wasn't really doing my videos on crypto and hot rods. For like showing everybody else what to do.
Right.
I just wanted a way to document myself going, man, how did I do that, man?
Right. Can I get the thermal pad off? Let gravity work with me.
And the Deadwood's like, I'm under the hood of a 4Runner. Nice. At least those things are simplistic enough to work on.
Right. Somewhat, right?
Somewhat. It depends on how deep into the motor you got to get yourself in. Then it becomes, it's like there's the only, depends on which year it was. They had I forget which motor it was. They had one of the motors where it was a complete chain drive system on it.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. I actually like messing with it, but that's just me. But he's talking about a timing belt, so it's got to be the 4-cylinder. I think this was on the 6. The 6 or the 8. I forget which one it was. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
But it had dual overhead cams on it, and had chains that went across those, and then it had a chain that went down to the crankshaft.
You're funny, Ralph Cooper.
And then the oil pump had a chain that came off the crankshaft.
Only thing that I can't do. Get it out of like inside those little bitty chiplets, man.
I wouldn't get. You don't need to get all down and dirty on the edges, as long as it's non-conductive. You're pretty much good.
Preach to me, GPU Jesus. Preach to me, man. I need it.
Right. It's not going to make a difference on the thermals as long as there's contact across the face of it. They were never designed to like fully cool. I try to wipe them down as best as I can, but if there's like a little bit here and they're still left behind, I'm not like, oh my god, I have to. No.
Right. A little bit of rubbing alcohol. Give me little final wipesies.
It's kind of cool. I mean, it's like I wonder why the original coolers that come with those things that I would imagine would be immersion mined on, why that the face that touches the die was textured.
Yeah.
Versus the water blocks are smooth.
Squeaky smooth. Trash.
Crypto Mining Live is like, gotta love the GM 3.6 timing chains. Oh yeah.
Drinking disinfectant.
Oh yeah.
So, we're good there. Now see, this is what I was talking about. As you can see,
Their discoloration across the face.
no.
Oh.
See, like the kind of thing was cranked on me.
Oh god.
You know what I mean?
That's why people break shit.
That's a mark for you, buddy. Mind yourself.
I break shit. Fuck.
Dang it, man. What's wrong with you?
happens.
It just happens.
I feel like the FPGA is violated.
It was, man. Alright, so let's go up on this part.
Ralph's like, have I ever dealt with Sinister Performance? No, I actually have not even heard of them. I'm gonna look them up.
Ooh-wee. Those are awesome. Alright, so these ones gotta go. These ones gotta go.
Huh, and they're in Waterloo, Indiana. They're a pretty good distance for me, but yeah. No, I actually have never seen these guys before. I got an '04 Monte Carlo with the Series 3 engine in mind. Supercharged, of course, with the finesses. But yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
Is there a specific side that's supposed to go down with these?
Huh?
Oh, these thermal pads. One side has like a weird side on it. Just from the perforated on the packaging, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be a little weird then, yeah.
Pull those off. Only thing I don't like about the thermal grizzly ones is that,
And what's going on, Serpent?
they're clear. So they're really hard to see.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
That's like the worst part about them.
And then you think you got it off of your finger, and you go to look at it, you're like, you just transferred to the other hand. Oh, thanks. Yep, Serpent. Water blocking the FPGA he has. He's doing the which water block are you going with?
That was the toll. Toll water blocks.
Yeah, and I have the Dymastech. We're about to see what water blocking performance is.
Right.
Head to head.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen between the two. That's for sure. But I'm going ahead and replacing all these thermal pads that were on here, because a lot of them were like not any good.
Are those safety scissors?
No.
Okay. They look so small.
No. I mean, I wouldn't consider them safety scissors. I mean, they're like...
No, if they got the points on them.
Stab, stab. What size is that? Man. Really? Not as big as he could on the other side.
Serpent's like, you got that Fuji Poly? Okay.
No, I do not have the Fujis, no. Nope, no Fujis here. I wish though, man. Those Fujis are nice. I'm just gonna put this one straight down here.
I kind of, yeah, for sure. He's like, they're thermal pads. I was like kind of confused. I'm like, what the heck is?
Thermal pads.
I'm like, that's got to be the name brand of something.
Fuji pads. Fuji. Yeah, they have like the best watt per Kelvin.
Thermal's done right by CryptoMykel.
Huh?
Nefarious is like, thermal's done right by CryptoMykel.
2 thumbs up.
Hold on here. It's 2 thumbs up and a and a cheer.
Yay. Hate these things.
Yeah, you better make sure it's on there properly.
Trying to get the plastic piece off. Trying to get the little plastic sheet off. That's not good there. Oh, no, didn't record. Not cool, thermal pad. Ew. It's a nasty thermal pad, that's all. It's fine. I'll cut me a new edge.
I say, what's up?
It's time I do that with my 580s. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're almost into the 70C range, yeah, that's not good. I mean, I let my stuff get a little bit hotter. I mean, like I hit them into like the right around that 60C range, but it's because I'm like kind of like pushing them pretty good, and then I start backing off the fans and stuff, and I start just throttling them down.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually the biggest contributing factor.
Mm-hmm. Look how delicate he puts on the throw pads. He's like a stealth ninja. Watch him try to destroy that piece of plastic and defeats the man.
I try.
Plastic is putting up a fight.
It doesn't help.
It's got him. It's knocking him away. And the Raquel becomes victorious. In great battle of plastic.
You can't see it.
That's what she said. You can help it.
I'm gonna give you a mark for that.
I'll take it.
I'll take the 25 cents. Worth it.
Oh.
Alright, so now that I've done that one, put that big one on there, I can get this.
If you're the type of person that has a shaky hand, this may make you angry.
Maybe.
Nefarious. He's like, I forgot something. You dropped the F-bomb.
Are you dropping F-bombs?
Oh, he dropped one.
Of course he did.
He's good at that.
Alright, so what is that over? What? Okay.
Tech Man. If I saw my stuff not wanting to stay under 60C until you put them into a case, the case is basically, if you think about what the case does for you, it's not so much that you're giving it any different air. That's actually not what it is. It's just that you're keeping the air moving. The last thing you treat your graphics cards and stuff like the radiators on there.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it's got good airflow, if you're driving in the Mojave Desert with your car and you're going down the highway, and it could be 115 degrees outside, while you're going down the highway, your cooling fan is off. It's not needed. You are moving fast enough to get airflow through the radiator to keep your engine cool and your AC system running properly. Because that's also got a heat exchange up in the front too. So through the Mojave Desert, everything works without the need for a fan. So with that being said, because your cards aren't going 55 to 80 miles an hour, you've got to simulate that. So your server case is basically doing just that, which is simulating the graphics card's radiator going at 80 miles an hour. I've actually mined with cards that had no cooling fans on there. They were a triple fan variant, and all the fans died before my order came in of new fans. And I just took fans out of the way and put another fan behind everything. Tech Man's like, best simulator ever. Yes. I mean, that's basically all what you're doing. So I mean, if they were getting hot before and you couldn't control the temps, that just says that for the area that they were sitting in, it didn't have the right airflow. During the summertime, my mining room's at about 100 degrees,
I have no clue.
and none of my cards get over 65 C.
That makes sense.
But I've also got 6,000 CFM, or no, I'm sorry, 12,000 CFM of fans. So I exchange all the air out of my room almost 200 times an hour.
Chris Anderson on my channel says 88 miles an hour will send you back in time. He says, but it's easier to mine that busy bit.
Right.
So if you're on my channel, Chris, this is for you.
Buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost, and hodl it, people.
Perfect. Alright, so my only thing is I don't have those really thick pads.
Are they half mil or 1 mil?
I'd probably say 1 mil.
1 mil is the typical standard.
Well, hold
Should
on.
say on the package.
What I'm using is 1 mil.
Perfect. You're good. That's what I used.
Yeah, but you see the thickness of these pads.
Up at the front is not needed as much.
It's like, I see all these pads and I'm like, there's not much like connecting over there, so I'm not really worried about those ones as much.
No, yeah. There's nothing really up over there. My coolers don't even go covering any of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like the design setup for the how the original bottom base plate hooked.
Right.
And then remember how the shield goes on too up into the front. The rear I/O plate.
Oh, on the back pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yo, what's up, Chris?
Just love it. Yeah, I'm glad you love it, buddy. MX4, where'd you go? So much stuff.
Guys, smash that little like button, guys, for sure.
Smash the like button.
Smash it.
Show.
We've been going at this for over an hour. It's gonna be a long one. Grab your popcorn.
Look at this. This mess of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mess of junky thermal pads. Just we get a little bit peeking. Big old chip.
Yeah, I put a lot on. I put like good old pea-sized dots in each one of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I usually do. Anyway.
I was like, I'm not even gonna play her. I don't care how much of a mess this makes later on.
I mean, it can't be any worse than what it was when we pulled it off, right?
Yes. This is gonna be like, oh my god, this is a baller card.
So I probably should take these ones off too. Imagine.
Because if anything is using the screw holes, you need to make sure that it hits the PCB level. Otherwise, anything will start tilting the die on the chip.
So should I just take the other washers off then?
Yeah, because your water block is all one piece and it's using all of those screw holes.
Yeah.
Don't need to be shimming it. That's how you do alignments. Like my 74 Chevelle, you put shims on the upper control arm to start bringing in and out the tire and all that. Yeah. You can really change the alignment.
I can't get it. Gosh. Stuck my finger. So let's see. Gotta love the old SLA friends. That's for sure. Can I get this one off? So I have to now. Full commit. You know what? I got a stool over here. I'm gonna use it. Even though I just hey, y'all can see my beard now. See the bearded wonder and GPU Jesus over there.
Right.
The struggle to get this thing off here. I cannot get it off. I don't have any of the like the plastic ones. The plastic chin things.
Hmm.
That sticky stuff that's on there is like good. Solid. Yeah, that's not coming off.
Let me see.
I mean, they have to come off, regardless. They have to. It's those last two.
Hmm.
Yep. Haha.
We don't need it to have the mounting pressure of an AMD. I'm just saying.
I got it. I
Yeah,
won.
yeah. I'll take that one as a shots fired and then.
I won. It's okay. Alright. So now I'll just put this bad boy on here. And the plate was on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah. I like this. This is really easy to line up.
Oh yeah, it was easy to line up.
That's for sure.
And then just grab the PCB with it, flip it over, and then have the pipe end of it hang off the edge of the cardboard off the table. This way it's on the back side of the PCB and it can just like it.
Gotcha.
So it sits as level as it can get.
Gotcha. Of course.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Pay attention to that one. It's gonna be nice. So it's in between. Mm-hmm.
It's probably
That's why. Huh?
Oh, there was extra screws. There was like 2 extra or 3 extra screws inside this, and I was like, I wonder what they're for. I said, I bet they're to replace these to make them all the same.
Yep.
Because that would make sense. It's not dropping.
Of course, they're made for dropping. You know that, right? Dropping in foul language.
This is impossible. Great.
As it all just separates.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you need to hang it like kind of off the table a little bit almost.
It is.
Oh, it is? Oh, damn. That's a lot different of a setup than mine. Mine's actually got a thicker water block. Wow. But there is a difference also between mine and yours too. Mine's a high flow and yours is a low flow.
Correct.
There's always extra screws from unknown crypto. See, I like messing with people when I'm like working on their car and stuff. I'm like, yo, I got your car, man. Yeah, it runs great. I don't know where these cars go.
Well, you're going way too far ahead of myself.
I love doing that to people, and the look that they give you, it's like priceless. Careful, don't cut yourself now. I thought there was a warning about that.
Yeah,
that's not safe. Caution, sharp edges. I don't care if anybody's never played with like fin stack radiators. It's the sharpest things that you've ever touched in your entire life.
They are too. It's so sharp.
And you don't even, because it's so sharp and it's got, it cuts with such a clean edge. A lot of times you just realize, like, you just get this, like, you don't get that I sliced myself feeling. You just get that, like,
you don't get that feeling like, oh no.
You're like, why is my finger kind of burning a little bit? You look down, you're like, oh my God, it's blood everywhere. It touched me for a second. Oh my God.
That screwdriver does not fit.
Oh yeah, a cheese grater doesn't have anything on those things. So caution.
Great. Trying to swap it all completely. Hazards of mining. Yeah.
Right.
Cut yourself with a back plate for a water block.
Right. Panda's like, I've cut my hands many times on crappy computer cases.
Dude, for real.
Oh yeah.
Like right around the edges. Just drag your hand just right.
Oh yeah.
It's lost all its magnetism. Of course. Sometimes like it. Whatever. It fell right in the hole. It fell right in the hole, so it's fine. Yep. 2. Oh my gosh.
Is Mykel going to swear at this before it's all tightened down? Stick to.
Nope. Cool, calm, and collected. I forgot there's no. Interesting.
And are you able to see how it's smooshing on the die?
What?
Are you able to see how if it's smooshing out thermal paste out of the die area?
Not that I'm aware of.
You should be able to look like right up underneath the cooler plate. Now, do any of those, the 4 in the middle, those have tension springs, or all of the ones that are attached to the cooler?
Just the 4 in the middle. Yay, nay.
I'd almost sit there and think that because the original one, and anything that was attached to the cooler itself was tension.
Not with the stock backplate, it wasn't. Not for me.
Did you have the stock? No, I'm not. No, yours, because you didn't have the stock cooler on there. Your stuff's already been swapped out. Somebody's already been in there monkeying around.
Well, yeah, obviously the best person in this chair with thermal paste job.
Right. So, it's like I wish I had a way to be able to like, here, take a look, man, of what I have. But I took the original backplate screws and I actually took the tension springs off of all of them and put them onto my replacement ones to anything that attached onto the cooler itself.
Yeah, I will not be able to see.
See if we got good smushage on it.
Not at all. Well.
That's the block itself.
Of course.
Now don't slip off.
Huh?
Don't ever slip off while you're doing that, man. See your finger right there, man. That's usually how you get yourself. But I don't like you, finger. It's bad.
We won't say it, it doesn't happen. We need to say it when stuff happens, man.
Red Panda's like, looking good. I want one. Oh yeah, that thing's like all sorts of nice.
Very nice.
Very nice, very nice, yeah.
Put those up for a second. One extra screw.
PLOs.
Huh?
PLO. Parts left over. Count your screws.
Count your screws. I mean, technically it would go in this one that goes way up here. But, that one. but there's nothing over there. Not with this water block anyway.
Huh.
Yep.
I wonder if you could put the original the original case cover over that. Oh, that'd be funny.
Was there a cover over that?
The original cooler has that little black plastic cover that says squirrel on it.
Oh, probably. Maybe. It might be possible.
It's just very might.
Okay, so, well, there's that. So, now, let's see, there's
Now let the fun begin. You get to take apart everything.
Oh, man. We're like, what, an hour and a half in?
Right.
And now the real fun has
We're about to do a bit speed trip in style right here. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be a good one. Got the thermal paste all over.
I do these every once in a while, even on my show too. It's like, oh.
Yeah, what's 5-hour live stream?
Right.
Oh gosh, I hope not. Let that hang down. Where to begin?
You're just pulling anything that's power. So.
Well, I mean, I gotta.
Any twisty ties, just undo them all.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
I gotta pull everything. So.
It's a band-aid. Just rip it off.
Just rip it off. Yeah, just rip it off. Start ripping things out, right?
Yep.
There's the GPU.
Yeah, BBT screams. Yeah, she like Red Panda's like, I remember watching his long streams back in 2017.
Man, long ones.
Oh yeah, epic long.
Hours, hours, and hours.
You know, it's really nothing because at the end of the day, it's like this is something you would be doing no matter what.
Yep.
And it's not so bad to be sitting there and chit-chatting with people while you're doing this.
Oh, nice. I made this difficult on myself. What's up, Bitcoin Jake?
Hey, yo! I'm like kind of half watching what you're doing. I forgot to look at the chat just for a second.
I just happened to glance over. Come on. Long-winded screw.
Bitcoin's like I've been stacking and staking. Devault the last couple of mints. Cold regards for every 25k UTXO. Huh. I was about to correct it. He's like months in rewards. It took a lot to sit there and figure out how to say it, how you typed that for months. And rewards. It's like records, huh?
Just for now. Wait, do those posts fit?
He's like,
Yes,
those
they do.
post holes fit the riser holes?
Yes.
And yes, they do. This is the T2 Veta frame. It's an all right looking chassis, but it's
nice,
not really stackable.
It's nice looking, and that's all. Like if you had one in your house and you wanted it to look nice, like you would use something like this.
Right.
Not a multiple application situation. That's for sure.
Disco Biscuit's like, yay, Filmmaker is live. I have no idea what that means.
Oh man. I hope I remember what I did with these plastic pieces.
What are you talking about?
For the fans.
They're gonna have a radiator there.
Yeah, I gotta replace this one fan though.
You got 3 others right next to your other hand. Yeah. You got everything you need right there. The one at the very end on the other side is the piece you need.
Yeah, well, yes. Yes. But, is it gonna hold the weight? There's nothing connected here.
No, you're gonna attach the missing fan. It's gonna be like the missing link.
Talking about the plastic pieces, these yellow pieces.
Yeah.
They're not here. I don't have them right here.
Oh, well, that's an issue.
Hey, here's one.
You need the one that mounts onto the frame, though. There should be 2 more that mount just onto the frame.
Well,
Because that could be the issue.
I got one. I got the one that connects to that.
No, well, no. Look at the last
right.
fan and how it connects onto the frame. You need
Yeah.
those.
I have one down here.
Well, you need another one.
It's fine. It'll work for now.
Yeah, temporary potency.
I have faith.
I mean, I've only got a 480 mil radiator. I think it's massive.
Fans. That.
Crypto mining lifer, zip tight. No. That's really temporary porpoises.
I mean, it's zip tied right now, but it's before I re-add the fan that's right here back. What's up, Crypto Mining Chips? How you doing, buddy?
Yo!
Alright, there's an extra fan for now. Oh, nice. So that's not a Veta frame. It is a Veta frame.
There we go. I just had to reset it. It like froze on me.
Yeah, it is a Veta frame. CryptoMykel lifer. It is just a what they call a T2 frame. It's not the same It's not the same frame. It's a little different. Just a little bit. And it's not those.
Nefarious, yeah. Sometimes the censorship is real.
Sometimes. The best way, so these fans blow in, so the radiator's gonna go on the inside, right? Yeah.
Huh?
So the fans blow this way, so the radiator will be right here.
I mean, if you want to sit there and backwash everything, or you can sit there and just flip the fans the other direction real fast.
To where they blow out.
Yeah, it depends on also where you're locating it to. So if it's blowing at the, you know, it's like if you have a tighter tolerance because you're putting it closer to a wall, then yes, it's best to do it that way. If you've got room behind it, then blow it the other direction.
Cool. Not against the wall, but close.
I mean, it's not going to matter if the fans are in a push or pull situation on the radiator. So you can just kind of put that together how you think it should be together, you know. Uh-oh. Nefarious said the magic word.
Yeah, why you gotta do that? Now there's gonna be like 100 people in this live stream. Just because you said the magic word.
Right. It's like, just pay for it.
Don't worry, we'll wait.
Last time that magic word was said over here, we went to like 31 people watching or something like that.
Yeah, last night it jumped like 30 plus people. I said 100 bots, yeah.
Right, man. It's like saying now he's just enticing everything. Might not work for us though. We're not cool enough.
Not yet.
Maybe we have to say it though.
What, giveaway?
Oh! Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
No, you can't do that. Here we go.
Man, how many hard drives you got over there? How many hard drives does a mining rig need?
I mean, this one had 3.
Oh my god.
Linux for next JTAG, Linux for running burst loader slash all mine kind of stuff, and then I had a USB one for Windows. Pick your flavor. Do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, a miner needs all of the hard drives. Till there's like a solution where I can mine whatever I want with FPGAs. Oh yeah, no face mask. No face mask. Sorry, Dan and Dan. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, one of these days when we have that mining facility, we have to worry about it. Sure, you might.
Right now, no.
No.
Who's that?
Techman, yes, no. He's like, all a miner needs is Hive on a USB. I like Hive, and then like they irritate me too. So
All a miner needs is hash rate on the USB
right.
and Hive. If you want
Nice.
if you want a CPU mine, you're gonna use Hive. Until we get the update that they said this week on hash rates Discord that it should be coming in the next week or two.
Nice.
So we shall see.
Well, I mean, I mine on Simple Miner OS also, so
Right.
and I'm able to CPU mine on
CryptoMykel mining facility, let's go. DCA Venture mining facility in the works. I mean,
them.
no, yes, no.
Right, kind of, sort of.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Tilt the back end up.
I'm trying.
Gotta go into the hole.
Like right over the...
Okay.
I've done this before, like, and it came out. There we go. Man.
There's a struggle there, man.
Yes. Whatever. Whatever. Dig Deep says, secrets, huh? I mean, you're in the Patreon, so, you know a little bit, you should be knowing a little bit more than everybody else, buddy.
Right? Because if you're part of the DCA you're mining in the Patreon, links in down below, guys. You know, you could sit there and see some of that awesome behind the scenes.
So I'm pretty sure there was some information posted there a couple weeks ago about a question, but nobody answered it fast enough, and I removed it quickly. Sneaky, sneaky.
Dig deep, yes. RGB nights for the win. And Chaincoin. Stuff is always going good at mining after dark.
Always.
Great stuff always happens here.
I should plug that. Okay. So that board's out. Just for you and him.
Oh, it's a good one.
He said that was a good one. That was motherboard's huge. See how this thing fits up. I gotta mount the cooler on here before I do this.
Tech Man's the only one that got that. You know what? You just got everybody.
Everybody.
That was a good one.
Everybody just got.
Tech Man's like, no extra standoffs. It's like, nope, they're already placed in the spots where most motherboards are going to be configured, especially newer motherboards. They've standardized it over the years, so once you know where the holes need to be they're usually in the same spot.
Yeah. Yep. Chain coin. I know. Yeah, I gotta move this back out of my way. I have no room. I got a whole table and I have no room.
Table so small.
There's a big old box on here. Full of stuff.
Stuff. I like stuff.
I like stuffs too. I like stuffs. A little far.
Tech Man's like, gotta add them all in all the holes so you get better conductivity across all the traces on the board.
Yeah. Just like a lot of miners just set their motherboard on a piece of cardboard. No connecting.
Hey, it can't be any worse than Ravencoin, how it destroys GPUs. It's like the GPU killer.
So
and like whenever you were rebooting my rig, I found out what problem was. I actually had a dead riser on GPU 1. Well, it would work. It was working, all that stuff.
the one from earlier?
Yeah. So it was nothing was burnt on it. Sometimes risers just commit suicide on their own.
There you go, damn thing. On my channel,
So
anyway.
I've got my better risers that I use, and I've had these other risers just periodically. They just die out, and they don't die out normally. They peter out. It's like.
I was like, why would they put a sticker on the plate like that? And I was like, oh, there's a... About to say. About to say. My stream is better, at least I can see Nemesis' face there. He is so tiny in this live stream here. Oh, yeah, because on my channel you can see both of us.
You see, I'm trying to make sure that what you're doing is being the center of attention. I'm just giving the builder the option to build on full screen. I mean, if everybody doesn't want him on full screen, just let me know.
Take my ugly face off.
All right, I'll make Mikkel a little smaller if you guys want.
Full screen is his screen.
Right,
Full screen on him make me tiny.
All right? Yeah. Oh my God, Janko, I know. Sometimes people like a beautiful face on the screen, don't you know?
It's hurtful. Got me right in the feels, champion. He's decorating a cake with that face. He says we gotta see the GPU Jesus on Mykel's stream.
Oh my God. Is this better?
Nope.
Hey, Dan the Dane, what's going on? Jane Coin's like, way better. Don't change it.
Don't change.
Now everybody gets to see the Bitcoin background I got too. Make it rain, make it rain. And I should have ate something before coming on the live stream.
That's your fault.
It totally is.
I'm trying to think the best way to do this.
What are you trying to do here?
Put this water block on. With their weird screw system.
So the washers are there. The little retainers that are on there are there to keep it on the water block.
Yeah.
Let's put them into the holes themselves, and then you can sit there, put it all down on there, and you just got to know which ones are going to line up to the motherboard.
Co-master. You can be the GPU Jesus. That's funny. I don't know if I want to be a master of like FPGAs or anything. It's totally not up my alley. I'm not the master. I have much to learn.
Oh yeah. It's like we know what we're doing. That was kind of interesting to see some of the rig builds on Red Panda Mining's showcase.
It's like one of my favorite things to watch, is seeing what everybody else does.
Right, I kind of look at it like, okay, this is how I kind of think, okay? So whenever I go to like a car show event, And you know how like some people are like, oh, you stole my idea. I sit there and I walk around and I just do research on other people's cars and integrate what was really cool. I don't care if it's yours or not. If it's like gives you that cool factor and it works better. Yeah, some of the people like that dude who had like the wooden rig set up. That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of them had like, you know, the same little feel. That's why like my first two rigs I had Medusa's Lair and Medusa. Why? Because I was like, no cable management. I did it on purpose. I was like, no, we're gonna have a spaghetti of wires just looping up like snakes and going all over the place. And I was like, yes. Check Discord for what? I don't see anything. I can see it right over here.
Man, that is like the craziest clearance I've ever seen. This water block is like right on this.
Oh yeah,
metal
you don't
fence
need
deck.
much room.
Dude, I meant like just like the one of the pins. Like
Oh
these,
yeah,
dude, I mean it is like it's
Right
hard,
there.
dude. It is like maybe fit a piece of paper between there. Maybe.
Well, hey, if you could slip a piece of paper in there, that's called clearance.
It's clearance. There's like no way to know this is level.
GPU Jesus in Discord pic. What? Where?
Oh, the one. It was your picture on Twitter. Or I took a picture of your Twitter profile and I posted it in Discord. You're welcome.
That's funny.
Thing was saying something about. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm glad I read that. The thing in on the review said that these barbs were kind of small.
No kidding. Oh, that's an issue. What's so tiny? Crypto mining lifer. We don't just duck it. So the kit should have came with an extra 2, right?
What do you mean?
Fittings, the ones that you got, right? Or no?
Oh, I have like 16 of these.
All right, cool.
One thing I don't have is my channel logs. Oh, I have to go get those. Maybe.
Oh, one thing that I did, I forgot to ask you is you got one of the 24 pin connectors to bypass the motherboard.
Nope.
Oh, we're gonna go in dangerous.
What do you mean?
Because you can power cycle it for the pump and check for air leaks without powering up the motherboard.
Ah. Yep. Nope.
You know, that whole, you know, leakage, you know, motherboard, maybe it might be bad. Don't know. Just be really fucking careful. Have your finger on that. Oh, he's just getting everybody over there, man. This guy, this over there.
What a wise guy.
Don't start cutting tubing until you're ready.
Oh, I wasn't. So I haven't moved my channel lock or not. It says jump right in, no worries. Right. The water's great.
I mean, I was able to tighten a lot of that stuff with my hands.
Well, these ones are like so close down to this block, I can't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, is that a clear block?
Yeah.
Don't tighten them too much.
I can only get them like hand tight.
Yeah.
So.
You're going to be relying on the gasket on it.
Oh, nice. Well. Come on. Wow. Okay.
And the Dane, those fans, do you do anything to better that? Or okay, do you use the better ones or the cheapest ones out there? Because he's wanting to swap the fans in his chassis with either Noxuas or PA or like some industrial ones.
It really depends, man. Do you have like good airflow around your area?
I mean, I didn't go myself. I didn't. I just went with something that was like more of like a radiator fan. This way it actually pushed a large volume of air. So they were like, you know, you can use the Noxuas if you want to go that. Otherwise, I usually try to find ones that were like about 100 CFM.
Yep.
100 CFM and made for high static pressure. The high static pressure just allows it to throw more air fast, you know, just more of it and it won't resist the airflow in front of it. It's made to push through a radiator. Radiator fans work great for case fans, but case fans don't use them on radiators. So.
That one. VCU. VCU.
And normally I wouldn't be sitting there saying that, you know, hey, you need to be doing like water block on this thing, but because I'm sure he's going to mine and the particular chip it is, I was like, hey, you probably don't need water block. You already got a water block. It's not that expensive to just get the block itself.
No, it was like $20.
Yeah.
It's really cheap. Okay, so we're gonna reallocate some of this stuff.
If you're disabling the turbo boost on your laptop, I would pull it apart, rethermal paste the GPU and the CPU because they're usually on the same cooler setup, so you're lifting everything up off of it at the same time. Give it a good cleaning on that sucker, and then if you're able to see it, I've even seen laptops on certain models. I don't know which one you have, but sometimes the RAM will dislodge. So while you're right there, you might as well just undo the RAM and then slot them back in. Jam it in there.
Let's knock everything down in the process.
Right? God. Yeah, you remember how you took it out? You gotta put it in the same way.
Is it gonna go in this way?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, the same way you pulled it out, which was where it was vertical, not laying that back. Yep. You gotta tilt it in the front first. The power cable. You switch. No, you're laying it down with the baby.
Well, I had to like roll it around.
I'm just gonna watch you struggle.
Huh?
I'm just gonna watch you struggle here. I'm gonna watch this thing defeat you because you're not taking it out the same way. You're not putting it back in the same way you pulled it out. Do you remember how you pulled it out?
Nope.
So, which way would be vertical? Because to me, that's horizontal.
All right.
So stick. No. Stop laying on its back.
It is not.
Just jam it in there at an angle and swoop it in. Stand it up. No. That's laying on its back. That's standing up. Now angle it in there. It's all about the angle of the dangle. No. Stop turning it.
It does not fit in here like this.
Yes, it does. Angle it. Tilt it back up, slide it in.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am. I promise you.
I see you not doing nothing.
It is angled right here.
No, wrong angle. And is that where the electrical plug is, or?
Yes.
Okay, so.
I'm telling you, this is
dropping
way
it
taller
like
than
a
the one that I
45-degree angle.
Way taller than the one that I just had. You said it's too big. Yes, I agree. Way bigger than the one that was in here.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Somebody doesn't read my sign on the door. It says, "Don't knock."
This is the worst. It's way too big. Huh. I gotta pull the motherboard back out to do this? Probably. What a bummer. Just listen to the mechanic. I would listen to the mechanic, guys, I promise. But in this particular situation, I think it's too tall. just take the front side off. Oh wow. It's gotten close. He's off. Yeah, right. Yeah, just press F. Yeah. F. Everybody press F. It'll fit. I don't think that's how it'll work, Nefarious. Yeah, everybody can press F in the chat for this one. That's fair. We're just gonna take that off. I will not let that win. I just had them. I know, right? I know the best fail. The best fail was the worst fail. There they are.
Oh, you finally got it in there.
Oh, I had to take the fans off. Otherwise, it would have never went in.
Oh, I was trying to occupy. That's what I said. I'm like, you gotta angle that thing.
Oh, nice. We're gonna. There's no way to mount this.
You got it the wrong direction.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. That thing's got like that one weird offset screw.
Yeah, it's inset.
Mm-hmm. The box should have a set of screws, and there's longer ones in there.
Is there?
Mm-hmm. I had to do that. I was practicing on that frame that I lost with.
I know. Everybody loved my fail. I know, Tech Man. He says someone listened to my advice and it worked. He was saying just take off the front cover. I was like, I'm just gonna take it off. I seen your comment and I just did it, and it worked, Jen. Or Tech Man. Appreciate it. Crazy how that worked. Eventually, I would have stopped struggling. Eventually. Maybe. Probably not. Break out the hacksaw. It'll fit. Well, while this is off, might as well put the radiator on.
Right. When in Rome.
Well, since I'm already there, might as well do it.
Right.
Oh. Look at it.
Ooh, fancy. That thing is so slim compared to mine. Mine's like almost 2 times the thickness on that.
Oh, that's gonna be an issue.
What?
Oh my goodness gracious, I swear.
No, no, the fitment's gonna be real tight.
No, the end of the rad hits the frame before it touches where the screws line up.
Oh, that's that might be the reason why. Well, yeah, I have to have mine on the outside.
I can offset mine like this. It's the best I can do it.
No, just put it on the other side. It doesn't matter if it's pushing or pulling.
But all the brackets are on the other side.
That sounds like you got a little bit of work.
He's like, well, sounds like you got a personal problem.
It's either that, the fans are now blowing the other direction.
They're not even... How am I supposed to screw that on there? They don't even go all the way through.
No, you're not. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to tighten down on the radiator bracket. So you'd have to use the the longer fan screws to go through the fans and into the radiator.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, my radiator came with long and short screws together, and I had to figure out which ones I wanted to use.
My radiator came with no screws.
Right. That's something that would have came with the fans themselves, typically. Typically. Not always.
Well.
Stay tuned next week. We've just hit a brick wall.
That's not good.
I don't know if you can, like, zip tie the hell out of it. I have no idea. Otherwise, you're not going to get this done until tomorrow when you get longer screws.
Yeah, there's just, like, no way at all. Only way to zip tie it. That'd be the only way to hold it on. Like, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
CryptoMykel life. He's like, I love my zip ties!
Yeah, this is more like 3 weeks. No, I'll go to my local computer store.
Right, and just get long radiator fans, the ones that are... You usually typically see them whenever you're dealing with like a computer tower or something, because they go through the fan and into the case.
Yeah, like I have some. I have one.
That's what you need to. That's what they use. That's what I used on mine.
Great. Yeah, these.
Yes. Exactly.
It's the only one I have.
Yeah, you.
Because my other ones are used on my case.
Yeah, you need like a few more of those. I think it's like what, 6 to a side.
Well, I mean, with the way it sits,
top
I can
and
only
bottom
hit
rail.
4. Literally, I can only hit 4 the way it sits. Like quite literally.
No. 4 and 4. 4, 4, 4. Each fan gets 4. Trust me.
I'm telling you that
you're arguing with GPU Jesus.
if all the holes lined up,
You're arguing with GPU Jesus here.
I would be able to do 8 of them or more, but
you'll be able to do it. They just
the holes don't line up. Remember the situation?
Yeah, they would.
Remember the situation of the way it sits in here?
No, you see, you're flipping it over the other side. It's going to be outside the frame.
If you do with those.
Yeah.
Let
Just
me
do it that way. Thank you.
What a dick.
Everybody give me an FA in the chat for fucking awesome.
The fire Nazi's best friend. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's some shit right there. I'm gonna just keep marking myself down. I got a lot.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Well.
Yeah, it's gonna be the easiest way to do that. It's just flipping the radiator on the outside of the frame. It'll hit all the holes for the fans the right way. That's how I got mine.
It's a night of not mining on the FPGA.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
It is. I'm surprised you only have one of those screws. I'm like,
The rest of them are on my computer. Like they're on the case.
well, guess what's not gonna have screws on it tonight?
I don't have enough of them.
What? It's only got 2 fans on it?
It's got 3 of them. It has 3.
Oh, it sounds like you got enough screws
it has
for this.
3 of these.
It only got 3 screws in there.
Yeah, because I had the other one for the GPU, because there was no other way for it to sit here.
See, that other GPU is gonna get plugged into the motherboard.
I mean, that's cool, but I still only have one.
But your computer has all the rest. I don't see where this why you don't connect the dots with this one.
Oh.
Sounds like a computer's gonna get like decommissioned of fans, and the side cover's getting pulled off for proper airflow.
Man. On the 17th. Yeah, Chan Coin it was like, Jesus.
Yeah, Nefarious, you do remember that. That is hilarious. Here I am.
On the 7th day, they reappeared with all the fans.
0 fans. Mining at full capacity. About like 50C, 55C at tops. No fans, not at all. Techman, it actually doesn't matter which way, as long as it's got air, as long as the fan's on the radiator pulling air, it don't matter which way it's going, in, out, whatever.
Yeah, but see the problem
But the problem he has going in between the rails.
Yeah, so let me try to get this like over far enough.
If he just zip ties it up and then, you know, hopes that the zip ties hold, which, I mean, it would hold the weight, but man, this is really janky.
I would not trust that. So, as you can see, like right here, so the holes are right here on either end, really close to like the frame. Here is the hole for this. So even if I came over here, fan hole, radiator hole, fan hole, radiator hole, and that's up against that. Can't go any further. You could like hang it out. It look really weird and really uneven. But even then, I need these. A bunch of these.
Techman's like, black duct tape, top and bottom. Let's go. No.
I want it done right though.
Right. You're doing it the right way would be actually putting the radiator on the outside, not looking at the configuration.
Look, it fits.
That looks so janky. How much of an air gap do you got between the fans and the radiator?
None.
I don't believe you. Towards the side of the frame.
Over here?
Yeah.
None.
Between the fan and you can't see in between them at all.
No. The fan is like not the straightest. It just launched that screw right out. One turn it went. It was
yeah,
gone.
that's not secure. One turn on the thread. Oh my god. That wasn't janky.
Yeah, so we're not doing that.
No, you gotta flip. You have to like flip the.
Yeah. And then I have to flip these brackets. Oh,
Yep.
I can't.
No, you put the you build it with the fans on the base. You're basically putting the brackets on the other side of the fans. It'll bring the fans out.
So what
with
did you
the
do
radiator.
about the big yellow ones on the front? About these ones.
I've got the fans on the outside. I can see it from here.
So what'd you do with these brackets?
I just put the fans on the other side, and then you just
Oh, so you have the fans like on this side of the bracket.
yeah.
And this bracket. So it's just literally these ones are literally backwards. Or they're
Yeah.
sitting right they are, just the fans over here.
Yeah.
I get
Yes,
what you're saying.
sir.
I get what you're saying.
Just gotta flip everything around.
I get what you're saying. So the fan, everything's just on the opposite side.
Yep.
Except for these brackets are probably just like this, but turned.
Yeah. Exactly.
Huh. I mean, we don't have Publix here. Disco Biscuits. I know that when we were in Atlanta, we were searching for Sundrop for Chris, and we went to a bunch of Publix. A whole bunch of them.
So womp womp.
There's another.
But you be able to get a lot of the other one. Hey, you got another one. Yo. It's funny, most of the time, most of the fans that I've ever gotten, I've gotten short
I
long
have
screws.
never got those before. Like the first, it was with the Thermaltake fan that I got to upgrade on the gaming PC. Is the only ones that I've ever got those on.
I guess I've always just gotten decent fans then. Maybe you're better. The better the fan, you know, they're like, oh, you may want to replace them with these.
Right. Hold it with 2 screws. Boom, boom.
I mean, I'd get more screws
I'd get more screws. Yeah, me too.
because you're talking 12 screws.
Huh?
You're talking 12 screws, so that the fans basically lock on there, and then you use the yellow pieces like I did to help lock the fans together, and then you know at the end of the day, between the fans and those yellow pieces, that it's got the weight of the radiator with the fluid in there.
Yeah, nefarious. I agree.
You gotta stay in the game. Smash that liberty like button.
I agree. That'd be amazing. He says you need to get a new background, like the one you have now, but just a different kinds of GPUs falling. Instead of Bitcoin.
I will look for it. How's that?
Since you're the GPU Jesus. Man, that really just irks me. The Cats musical. Nope, not here. Not here, buddy. Yes. This is with intertwining Raven coin logos and Ethereum logos. It should just be like it is now, but then just a little bit extra. Yeah, I agree. So, yeah. I'm going to find some more of these. I didn't think that was going to be like that. I accounted for everything else. Not that, though. Not cool.
Yeah. So
maybe Minding Monday's podcast won't be a podcast.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Hopefully we can find these tomorrow. I'm sure I can.
Yeah, you just have to go to the local hardware store.
Yeah.
Bring the one that you got, which,
Yep.
believe it or not, I actually got mine at Ace Hardware. I was really surprised that they had it because Radio Shack is not Radio Shack no more. It is now a cellular distribution company.
Yeah, everybody press F in chat. Yeah. F in chat for this fucking sucks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh well. Still, what a almost 3-hour live stream?
Yeah. 2.5.
So I said almost 3.
I was agreeing with you. I was just like looking at the exact time. It was like 2.5 hours. Hey, it's just more content, that's all.
Oh wow.
Huh.
Oh, the distance between the fittings in this fan. Is about 1.5 inches.
Yeah, that's probably another good reason to have everything the other direction, I think. Gives you that little extra half-inch room for the hoses. My radiators were right up, my hoses are right on my radiator a little bit.
Let's see it. Like right here is the fitting.
Oh yeah. And when you get rid of the, when you put the fans on the other side of the bracket, you're going to have the bracket distance away from it.
Yeah, you have a whole fan length, fan distance. So
right.
Gain like a whole another inch.
Right.
So you're going to have like an 1.5 inches to have it almost 3 inches.
So there's another good reason why you're going to have the fans on the other side of those brackets. So no matter what, you had to flip them.
Are the fittings not? No, they're not respecting social distancing. The fittings aren't. No, they're way too close together.
Right.
They definitely deserve a $1,000 ticket. With that ticket of them paying me, I'm gonna buy another one.
You know what? Both of mine are not socially distancing either.
Well, you have that. You have that distro block.
Right, and they are not socially distancing.
Shame
The
on you.
the one is basically dry humping the back.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I mean, that's not socially distanced. Man, what are you gonna do with the your HDMI cable?
What?
Your HDMI to go into the graphics card.
Right here?
Yeah. So why don't you try plugging that directly into the motherboard?
I can now. This motherboard has HDMI.
I know.
The other one didn't. Regardless, I don't have enough screws for this.
No, you can put the graphics card into the motherboard, all that good shit.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it's not like the reason why I mainly was doing that is because I'm running Ubuntu right now, and I didn't know how well it was gonna work out. But I know that on mainly on Hive and stuff like that, you have to be on first GPU to see it. You can't plug into onboard graphics to see your mining rigs.
Are you sure that the chip you have has onboard graphics?
It was an Intel chip, so yeah.
Oh, it's an Intel board?
Not this one though.
No, I'm saying the one that you're plugging in. So that your motherboard's an AMD.
This one?
Yeah, isn't that an AMD board?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not native to have onboard graphics.
I was referring to a different machine.
Right.
That had an Intel chip.
Right, yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be cool. So I'm gonna have to run this straight through here.
Yeah. You can run them straight up, but if you ever build out that rig, you're not gonna be able to. So, to future-proof it, I would almost sit there and just route it. Yeah. This way, you're not double routing your CPU.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Yeah. Now you know why I pre-drilled. I kind of pre-placed where I wanted things, and then just started. I drilled on the side panels. I drilled holes so that I can mount that on the side. But mine are on the outside.
Yeah. Well, there's that, and then of course.
Because the reason why I went to the outside was what if I put another power supply in there? How is everything gonna fit?
That's cool.
And yeah, that'll probably work right there. But I don't know how you're gonna get the mounting bracket. That should have came with mounting brackets, right?
Yeah, it did.
I'm just not sure how you're gonna get the mounts on there.
This metal frame down here.
Oh, you're just gonna drill it?
Yeah. If I have to. Probably put it right there.
Tech man's like, throw a car radiator on top. That would work.
It would work. Are those SATA ports? Oh, they are. Dang it. Well, it's a curveball.
And if you end up putting another power supply there, the other side's going to get taken up.
Well, this will be fun.
And that's some of the reasons why everything I did was on the outside. Then you won't be able to grab it. I thought of that too. I won't
What's up,
lie.
my new favorite? My new
I'm like, oh,
Coca-Cola.
that look pretty cool over here, and then I'm like, oh,
I was like,
am I
oh
gonna
man, that
grab
would look
this?
really cool right there.
Then you're like, well, how am I gonna move this thing afterwards?
Just grab a hold of it.
I just destroy it.
Bless you.
Oh gosh, Disco Biscuits. That's funny. He's like, my rig is powered by Nuka-Cola.
Nuka-Cola for the win, dude.
Right. I haven't played Fallout in a while. That's a really fun game.
Love it. I want to play the new one.
Yeah.
It's like open world.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some good brackets.
And then everything you do has got to be hose management.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Huh. I think the pump just like fits right in there. Those little holes that are right here
Yeah.
are the perfect size on here.
Uh,
Just sits in there.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I dig it. There's a whole Mickey Mouse Nuka-Cola setting. I believe it. Here's the Extreme Expert 6 GPU meta frame builder. Yeah, he is, man. Finishing first place over there. Alright, guys, well, I think we'll call it that then.
Womp. Gotta get some extra parts. Stick tuned.
Yeah, I gotta go get those screws, I guess.
Yeah. So you can flip the whole assembly around a little bit, and then figure out where you want
They
to
need to
put
be a little longer too, because these were, even then, I hardly got anything.
Even if you put, well, I don't think you were up flat. It's only supposed to get like 2 or 3 turns. Like if you
I don't know.
you were to measure it up, I mean, like like putting it right on the fan frame
Yeah.
to see how much of the thread sticks out beyond the fan frame.
Right. Oh well.
So,
No, I don't have a drawer full of. I mean, I do, but in the toolbox, and that's not here.
Nefarious. He doesn't have that. He's still a young buck.
Still wet behind the ears, man. Like,
He's like, wait, you don't have a drawer full of screws accumulated yet?
yeah, no, not yet.
That takes years
Yeah,
of
years.
prepping for this moment.
So yeah. Well, that'll be that then for tonight. Looks like.
Yep.
So.
Womp. That sucks.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I accounted for everything else, except for that.
Well, that and then pre-drilling where you're gonna put the pump in res.
Yeah, I guess that too.
So now you get to figure out where you're gonna put all of that stuff. Pre-drill the holes and then build it on string. So everybody sees what you did.
Yeah. Cool. So.
Disco Biscuits like sad Yoshi.
Yeah, I know. Sad Yoshi.
Various like I got a sock drawer full of hard drives. That's when you know you're an addicted nerd.
Got a problem, Various.
Right? Especially when you know how much it
Put it
is.
all the way the drawer falls out. That's when you know it's full. Alright guys, well, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. And we'll pick this back up probably Monday, I'd assume.
Monday or tomorrow or Monday.
Yep. Gotta go get some screws to fit the radiator.
Yep. Stay tuned for part 2. Yo!
For sure, guys. So, catch y'all later. Have a good one. Peace out.
Oh.